Hey everybody, it's Kara. Time for the tip of the day. Yesterday I had a situation come up on my team page where someone just made a post that they'd been talking to somebody about the business, and that person had ended up going and signing up with another distributor. And I wanted to take that and kind of turn it into a teaching moment, because that is something that if you're in this business long enough and you're recruiting a lot of people or whatever, that's going to happen to you. It's happened to me. And I understand it's not fun. And it really kind of stinks. And I understand that. But there are things that we need to learn from that situation when stuff like that happens. And a lot of the time, really the biggest issue with that typical reason for that happening is a lack of follow-up and follow-through on your closing process. So, it's easy when, we're talking to somebody, and then you just kind of go and life kind of happens and say, I've been talking to you, and then about my business, and then, a few months go by and I still haven't followed back up with you, and it turns up, so-and-so, they're a networks distributor now, and it's not on my team. Yeah, that kind of blows. But honestly, in that situation, that's my fault, because it was a lack of follow-up. So basically, every time I talk to someone, if I'm having a really great conversation, if they are very interested in my business or my product, I try to never end a conversation without setting up a next exposure or putting the next date that I need to follow up on my calendar. Because if you're not putting it on your calendar, then it's not going to happen. So what I do is every time I talk to somebody, I put it in here. So this is it's Adam's activity log. I got it at Staples. You can get it on Amazon. And every time I talk to somebody, I put it in here. So you just write down I just write down their name, how I talked to them, if they were a lead from an event, Facebook, phone call, whatever. I write down if they're a potential distributor or potential customer, because that, I want to know that. I take notes on our conversation. What are they interested in? What is their why? Like if they were wanting to join the business, they're like, man, I'm a single mom. I'd really like an extra $500 a month. I'm going to write that down in the notes. And then I just write down if there's a follow-up required. Like if the person tells me like, go buzz off, I never want to talk to you again. Well, I'll write no. I've never had that happen yet. But if they say yes, I do yes. And I write down the date that I need to follow up, and I put it on my calendar. So this way it is guaranteeing that I'm following up, because I talk to so many people every day. There's no way I can remember everyone I've talked to, all of our conversations, and when I need to follow up. And that right there, that will lose you a whole lot of money, okay? Because you're doing all the work, and then you're not following through and sealing the deal, okay? So we need to get better at the follow-up. Another reason that situations like that might happen, they might just not relate to you. I've had people who I've talked to several times, and they end up signing up with someone else like on my team. And I'm like, you know what, that's okay. Maybe they just relate to that person better. You have to realize that, we don't own anybody. Just because I'm talking to you a lot about my business or what I have, it does not mean that you are absolutely obligated to sign up with me. And it stings, and it, just kind of like, because if I feel like we have a good connection, but that's just at the end of the day, we don't own anybody. They can sign up with whoever they want to. So, a big thing with that, though, is making sure that you have integrity in your business. Everybody else, because you're like, man, so-and-so, they offered to pay for her kit, and, like, if they would sign up with her and not me, and blah, 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 yep, that happens. My thing for people who bribe others to sign up with them and not go with somebody else is that's going to come around to you. You will not be in business long. I have a long-term plan for my business, and I plan for long, sustained residual income. And people like that, it ain't gonna last. So my biggest advice is just make sure you have integrity in your business. And honestly, if someone came at me and said, hey, I'll give you this if you sign up with me and not her, I wouldn't want you as my leader anyways. Just simple as that. So one last thing on this, don't feel obligated to or guilty for no longer helping the person. So if I've had this situation come up before where they were talking to me and I was, we're making the plans on getting them started. And then they went and they signed up with somebody else. And then they still kind of expected me to help them get their business started. And that's not my responsibility. Part of when you sign up with me, you get me. When you don't, you don't. So don't feel guilty for not continuing to help them if they don't sign up with you, because that's just part of the business thing. So moral of the story today, it sucks. It happens to everybody. Make sure you are doing everything on your end to follow up with these people, and the chances of them going elsewhere will go down dramatically. Okay, so follow through with the follow-up, y'all. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.